Hello guys, welcome again to another BTC video. I hope you're doing great today. Sorry for not being so active on YouTube. I was on a holiday for 2 weeks with my missus, so we just got back from a nice, well-deserved holiday. If I might say, we were in lockdown for around 8 months, so finally we got that breather to just basically have some time for ourselves. But with that being said, we are back right now, and I am back right now, so I'm back to posting videos on YouTube, and at least I will try to do some daily BTC updates as much as I can. I have already spoken about this to my Discord channel already previously, but I thought it would be a good idea to also share what I see in the charts for the YouTube community as well. With that being said, let's jump straight to the charts. So before we explain what's happening with Bitcoin, I just want to show what I have right here. So basically, these are dissected parallel channels, upward channels that Bitcoin has been trading in for a while right now. And as you can see, the yellow channel is a nice support area that Bitcoin loves to basically retest with huge corrections, whereas the blue channels, which are here, the two blue channels right there, are basically just other channels where Bitcoin loved to trade in. So you can see they're perfect because right here we have resistance, support, flip resistance, then support here, then basically resistance again, and then the heart line is acting as support, and then bam, you break above, then this heart line acts as basically resistance. You cannot hold it, and then basically you drop again to the bottom of the channel, and so on and so forth. And finally, if you do manage to break above the blue channel, you start to trade around this area, which was basically our drop. When we entered the drop, we tried to retest that higher high, or that high right there on this blue parallel channel, and kind of failed. We tried to go again one more time and failed, and then basically rolled over to the yellow channel. So this is basically a upward parallel channel that I see Bitcoin trading in, and you can see that the channel is being respected. We tried to basically break above that channel, which looked very bullish, but then basically we broke down to at least the bottom of the channel, and now we are finding support around this area, which is that blue upward channel area right there. So this is one key level that we need to watch out for, which is the 60k region. I think if Bitcoin manages to lose that 60k region, you're most likely go to that 58k region that everybody's talking about, and if you fail to basically hold that 58k region, you probably will go towards that 55k region one more time, which will probably be the line in the sand for BTC. If BTC manages to break that 55k region, you'll probably go to that 51k region again, and finally you will be testing that 48k region, which is basically the last hope for this rally to the upside. And I say the last hope because you can see we are testing this as support and support. This yellow trend line has been a strong support throughout all of this rally to the upside. So if you fail this trend line, then most likely you will hit your head once more on the retest to the upside, because it will act as resistance. So support breaks, flips to resistance. So that's what I see from a macro perspective. Bitcoin right now looking healthy. You are holding that 60k region as support, which is great. If you manage to retest that all-time high and you hold it as support as well, you will probably see 73k first. You break 73 and you hold it as support. Then the next target, which will probably be by end of year, will be around 80k or 79k. After that, you'll probably have another big correction, and we will see from there what happens for Bitcoin. Till now, we cannot really say anything. We can say that Bitcoin is looking healthy. In my opinion, though, right now, what it is doing is basically a correction, an ABC correction, because it is overextended. It is overextended from the EMAs, from the daily EMAs, and you can see right now where are they coming in at this area around 59. We did test one yesterday around 59, which is that 18 EMA on the daily, but that 30 EMA on the daily, that's where your major corrections come in. That's coming in around 56k, which is what we were talking about earlier. Right now, I do see Bitcoin though potentially forming an ABC correction, which kind of looks like this: A, B, C, and then most likely that C will take you to that 56, 57k region in the next coming weeks, in my opinion. Now, one thing to note though, that basically that B wave that we are talking about, in the best case scenario, B wave can retrace to around 0.5 to 0.618 off the move to the downside of A wave, basically. So this is your A wave from 66 or from 67,000 all the way down to 59,500, and then your B wave basically, let me zoom this out slightly so you can see the levels that I see. So your B wave can take you anywhere between 0.5 to all the way to 0.85, which is that 65,800 region before correcting one more time. Now, usually Bitcoin, in the case of Bitcoin loves to go to this 0.7 region right here. So it loves to go to that 0.7 area for that B wave, and then finally retrace for that C wave. So that 0.7 right now is coming in around 64,700, 64,750. So don't be too shocked if Bitcoin does go to that area around that 64.7 area before correcting, and it will be in confluence with this trend line right here, by the way, which we were holding as support, and then we lost it, and now it will become resistance. And like many TAs say, it always loves to BTC loves always to retest that scene of the crime or something, right? So that scene is basically the trend line that gets broken. So this is the trend line that got broken, and if you go to the 15-minute chart, you can kind of see it more clearly. So just let me zoom out so I can show you. So you can see here, you did break this blue trend line right here, and then you did test it as resistance. So now it's resistance, and now most likely BTC is going for that retest one more time of this trend line. Now it could take a few days to do that, and that will probably reach that 64.7 area if Bitcoin manages to go there. But like I said, B wave can take you all the way from 0.5 all the way to 0.85. And then after that, you will have your C wave correction. And this is usual in Bitcoin, by the way. You usually have these staircases and these bearish flats, inverted bearish flats. And this is an inverted bearish flat again, by the way. And you can see this right here looks similar to our huge daily bearish inverted flat, which is this one right here. Let me just show you. So that one right there, this is an inverted bearish flat, and you can see what happens after that bearish flat is finally formed. You pump to that C wave, and then you retrace. And then what's likely happening right now on smaller time frames is that you're doing that same move again, but just on a lower time frame, which also comes in confluence with that B wave correction to the upside. So you probably have your A, your B, which is also you're going to be your C wave in this small inverted bearish flat right here. And then finally, after that C wave is finalized, you will retrace to more than 100% of B wave. B wave coming in right now at 59.5k region. So once you lose that 60.5k region or 60k region, that's your cue. That's where you know that Bitcoin is probably going to go to this area right here around 58k with probable wick to 57. So that is my short-term prediction for Bitcoin. It's still looking healthy, but I still think that is right now is just in a corrective phase rather than in a correction and a pullback type of phase rather than continuation to the upside. I don't see Bitcoin breaking an all-time high again in the near future. So in the next coming weeks, I do see a correction first, and then after that correction, if we hold certain key levels, then we can go for that retest of the all-time high. If we lose certain key levels, then that's probably it, especially that 49k region. Right now, Bitcoin cannot afford to lose that 49k region because that is the line in the sand. That's where the strongest support is coming in at, and you can see that we've been holding it for a while now. So support, and most likely it will act as support one more time, give or take, when we do go to that area. So it could be around 50 to 51k. That will be the bottom of that correction to the downside. Now, if we do lose 51,000 and we lose it decisively, and by decisively I mean you start to close under it around 45 or 46k region, then most likely for a couple of days, of course, daily candle closes, then most likely you will do this. You will hit your head here as resistance and then drop again, and that will be probably it for that. And this will be a double top market, the first ever. And like I said, since this time it is different, expect everything on the on Bitcoin. So you can expect everything to happen, from double top markets to 200,000 to 5,000. You can expect anything to happen because it is different than previous cycles for sure. So yeah, that's my short-term BTC prediction for now. I don't see Bitcoin. There's nothing worrisome right now other than the monthly volume divergence, where you have basically, I'm gonna try to show you. Sorry about that. So basically, you have your volume divergence on the monthly time frame, where you're pumping to the upside, and then your indicators are lower. And this also is seen on the MACD, by the way. As you can see, this is your monthly MACD right here, and then your monthly MACD, even though you are right now above that 64.9 region, which was our previous all-time high, your MACD histogram is only at around 1,900, where before it was around 9,000. So there's a huge bearish divergence on the monthly time frame. This is something not to disregard easily. This is something to pay attention to very, very carefully, because most likely this will be the last leg up for Bitcoin, and you will know that this will be the last leg up for BTC when you see that stochastic RSI on the monthly drop below that 20 level. Once it does that, then just know that that's basically it for now. You'll enter bear winter one more time, and then finally after bear winter is over, you'll probably push up again one more time. But for now, it's not looking like that. For now, your stochastic RSI is still above that 20 region, even though you have your bearish divergence on the monthly, on the volume, on the MACD as well. You're still not in a worrying position yet. You will be if you start to see the stochastic close below that 0.2 region, or that 20 level region. So anyways, guys, I hope you did enjoy the video. Please like, please subscribe, please share, please help this channel grow so I can keep doing these for you as much as I can. I don't really have time for this because I'm too busy for my Discord, but I am trying to do this for the YouTube community. Thank you for all the kind comments that I see in the comment section. I do appreciate them. I also see some hater comments, but I just disregard them because they're just kids basically commenting on YouTube. So I do hope they kind of just open their minds up slightly and just look at things in a different perspective, because everything I talk about on the charts is just charts. It's not me personally saying that this will happen. It's just what the charts are showing. And once people start to understand that situation, that it's not me, it's rather than the charts, then they'll start to become more understandable on the predictions that I put on the charts basically. So yeah, guys, thank you for everything. I hope you did enjoy the video. I will see you again next time.